Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel. This may be my last reaction video for the day. If so, then I'll catch you tomorrow. Um, all right, Tyson James. I understand you just dropped this piece called "Empire of Lies." To be honest, well, I don't know if any of you have seen my reaction to excuse me, Tom MacDonald's "In God We Trust" song. You know, with Nova, Struggle Jennings, and of course Adam Calhoun. Where I say that I'm not buying all the propaganda against Putin right now. And the reason why I say against Putin, it's not in the name of against Putin, as to say, God bless Putin or anything. Well, per se, but I I'm gonna say right off the bat where I stand with this situation. I don't believe it. I believe, like what X-22 is saying, that this is what is going on in Russia, in Ukraine right now, is a military operation to literally denazify the place. Um, look into Zelensky's background. Mr. Tom Cruise talking, Mr. Tom Cruise whining and dining, Mr. Vogue dancing, to say the least. Um, anyway, dude, representing, dude housing multiple operations of money laundering. Anyway, before I make those claims, I'm gonna see where Tyson James stands on the matter. And Tyson James, no matter where you stand, I love you, man. You're a great artist. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I love this country, and I was born here. And I've written many songs glorifying it, but it ain't perfect. Now I'm gonna write a song criticizing it. Don't be surprised now, we are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the skies now. We are just the empire of lies now. We are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the sky now. The time is now, we're just the empire of lies now. Need an overhaul, overseas we so involved. I see the writing, it's on the wall. This Babylon, we gonna fall. You think God is looking down and proud of all his people? We kill babies by the millions, he will crush us, we are feeble. He is God, we are man, he's the rock, we are sand. He's got a rod with a big old hand. One swipe, all your little plans, man. Okay, I will not put any faith in a man, I will look to the sky. Are you gonna make it to heaven? It's real, better look in my eyes.
Wow, nice flow. What should I do? I want to get some commentary right away, but I'm kind of being called for a meeting. What bullshit timing. All right, I know what I'm gonna say based on what you're talking about, so I'm gonna let the song play out. Tyson, I'm gonna put you to the test. If you not claim me here while I give my comments at the end, then I'll just know that I could do that going forward. Or no, sorry, that's a wrong proposal I'm making there. What I'm trying to say is, give me a break.
China, Russia, man, ain't the odds. The ones in our country, and most of them making a loss, and most of them making a profit. Take a look at the clock, time is ticking, he the boss. God's coming with a big old mop. Okay, let me get this straight.
All right, fine. I will say this thing, just like the Sorty Cracker said. Some people may look at this world and what the hell's going on in the land of the free, looking like the home of the slaves, mental slaves, NPC bots. That is, one could turn around and say, "Yep, God, I think we could do with another flood." But yeah, no, I'm not taking that angle on the whole thing. I understand what he's coming from in terms of when it comes to men thinking that they're so big that that they can trump God's plans and all that stuff. No. You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. God can just wipe this whole thing out. What does that mean? Well, it means that, whatever you want to call God, if you got hung up about that, I mean, if you got hung up about that, that's your business. But let's just say, if you don't even understand what this God thing is all about, consider it nature. Like I said, the flood, a force of nature, literally can make short work of all of our plans, our egotistical plans to fashion the world in our own image. We make man I mean, God said, let's make man in our own image. I don't know who he's talking to when he said that, but maybe the ego himself, or itself. But all I know is that us man right here, us made manifest right here, our bent seems to be to try and utilize our egos to outdo what God has done. And that is not only folly, but it is repulsive, and it indeed inspires us, like patriots like us, and Tyson James, to just make statements, to just alert people to the fact, in case they've been beguiled by our very egos that we hold dear to more than our force of life, namely God. So with regards to this Russia thing, then this elephant in the room, what's Putin doing right here on the screen with what you just spoken about? He's been a bit cryptic, but essentially he's showing that what is this image that has been put in front of us, this boogeyman that we've been told to take issue with, take aim at. And I'll say that same ditty that came to my mind in my last reaction. Let's all blame Putin. He's acting like a real Rasputin. Shit ain't up for disputing. Let's all blame Putin. All that nonsense. With all these boogeymen that have been put in our face as of who to point fingers at and to blame yourself, just looking at what the hell's started in America that needs to be uprooted, weeded out, i.e., namely rhinos. Excuse me. Yeah, with all of that, we can't let this theater, as Left Hand has put it, go on much longer. It's not only is it doomed to fail, but it's a waste of time. We can really, there's so much more waiting for us in glory and paradise. I'm not talking about dying to go to heaven, but even just in a prodigal son fashion, God has so much blessings for us waiting on this earth. But why in the hell are we choosing our insane egos over that? Truth will out, and propaganda that the ego spews cannot stand up to the light of truth. So we'll just keep bringing these pieces and hope people wake up. And where I stand on the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. It's not about being pro-Russia or pro-China, let alone, or even pro-Ukraine or any of that. It's getting to the truth of what's going on. When somebody brings you a narrative, investigate it. Don't trust what I say. I recommend you check out the X22 report on the Rumble. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and let the song play.
We kick God out of just about everything that we possibly can in this country. We kick him out of schools. We kick him out of government. We push homosexuality on our children. We tell little boys that you could be a little girl. The cup of iniquity and immorality is overflowing in this country. And we expect God to protect us? I don't think so.
No. Don't get it wrong, mate. God won't follow you. Indeed, he's half right what he's saying, in that God won't follow those who, God won't support those who simply said, God, don't support me, I'm going to do my own thing. And when it says, what I mean when I say that is, when you've deliberately made your life all about not about using standing on the promises of God, then indeed, you will try and live life without it and of course suffer. But God has grace. Even when we make these erroneous mistakes, we can still come to the light. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the salty crack. You wouldn't have all these people who have come from the left and now have come into the light on the right. And you can see, it's not just about left or right. Light may be shining through the right now, but it's just your light that matters. And hey, we are all human, so anyway.
Surprise now, we are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the skies now.
I want to pick up
we are just the empire of lies now. We are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the sky now. The time is now, we're just the empire of lies now. Corruption, everybody gets the Russian, but I don't trust the production. They line using seduction. The devil pulling them strings. The TV ain't what it seems. He coming to order relief, but until I time, I pull up my sleeves. We turning the boys into girls and taking the king off the throne. Instead of these foreign affairs, man, why don't we focus on home? Got a border crisis, big threat. It's more than ISIS. One's finger, who's more righteous? That's Babylonian. Whore rises. Everybody drinking from her cup. Won't you come here to America? We can fill it up. I'm American, but truly, I just think I had enough. A bunch of dummies run this country. Things about to get rough. Even on the conservative side, you go to these events, you see cross-dressers, man. Homosexuals, people living it up partying.
Kate Jenner.
The world drinks from
Bruce
her cup.
Jenner.
You are witnessing the fall of Babylon. Don't be surprised now. We are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the skies now. We are just the empire of lies now. We are just the empire of lies now. It's looking like we're meeting our demise now. Put your faith in God and look up to the sky now. The time is now, we're just the empire of lies now.
Sorry, I spit it up there. I actually did want to hear it faster, and that was a good. But my meeting that I got to go to is a good excuse to doing that. But I didn't miss any of the bars. They're brilliant. Um, yeah, essentially what you're saying is by following this evil way of looking at things. By the way, the word evil is live inverted. It's everything is being inverted right before our eyes, and indeed, with all of this arse backwardness that people are following, no wonder that they're suffering and meeting their demise. But yo, God has grace, so just pray, and you kind of find your salvation in the process. Whether you're Christian or not, give it a try. That's what us patriots represent. Just let us be heard and hear yourself out. Don't just be all one-sided only. If indeed you have a genuine doubt, God bless you. Where we go when we go, I'll catch you next time. Peace.